Okie dokie. We are ready for another stream. And it is something a little different. Well, kind of. Still speedruns, but on something that we haven't really done a speedrun on in a decent amount of time. And that is Rave in the Redwoods. It has been forever since we ran this map. And I thought, you know what? Why don't we go back to it? So, here we are. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Just want to make sure volume's fine. That's the main thing. Because it's been a while since we've been on this. Now I do have some keys that I want to open real quick. So I'm gonna very quickly do that. And we'll hopefully get some more evades, and then we'll be good to go. Because I do need quite a few of them. So yeah, we'll get this out of the way real quick, and then we should be able to at least go back into learning the map, and then hopefully actually getting a proper run at some point. Because it's been, like I said, forever since we ran Rave. It's a run that I stopped doing for quite a while because it got to a point where I physically couldn't lower the time from what we already had. Which sucked because it's such a really fun map to run. Like, it can be done really quick. It's just I couldn't get the time any lower than what we already had it. So I think going into a break away from Rave and then going back to it like now, hopefully is like enough of a break to go back into it with like a fresh mind and then see what we can do from there. So how many keys are we on? 1,000. Yeah, we'll open a few more of these and then we'll go from there. Like I said, main thing is we're gonna have a practice run, relearn the Easter egg because it's been that long, and then we'll go into it from a speed run kind of point. Because I kind of remember the egg itself. It's more of the speed run side of things I don't really remember. So hopefully we'll only need like one game just to kind of remember what we're picking up and what we're using at certain points, and then yeah, we should be fine to go into a proper run after that. We'll do up until we've got 500 keys left, and then we can hopefully have enough evades to last us for a little bit and actually get some runs going. What's going on, Alexa? Got invested as well. Got Mr. Puke the day away as well. Hopefully everyone's good. Are we on 700? That's great. We'll go until like 600, and then we'll pause it there. Nothing in there that I need. I'm not even going to skip them now, since we're only opening like 3 more. We'll just see what we get, see if it's anything useful. And if it's not, that's a shame. Nope, nothing in there that I would have wanted. Anything in this one? Hopefully there is. If not, then it is what it is. No, okay, well, nothing in there that I actually need, so that's good. I wish I needed like all of this salvage now. I've got 290 worth of 500 salvage and 601 worth of 250 salvage. Should we figure out how much salvage is just sat in them before we start? So I've got 290 of the 500 ones. So I've got 145,000 salvage just sat in that one. And then I've got 601 of the 250. I've got 150,250 sat in the other one. So like upwards of 200,000 salvage just sat doing nothing. And then I've got 102,000 just sat doing nothing already as it is. Yikes. That's a shame. Wish I needed it. Wish I could transfer it, to be fair. It'd be so good if I could just give other people all the salvage that I don't need. How many keys have we got left? I'm going to take a guess that that's 168. 168, and I've got 60 keys in each. I've got 10,000 keys. 10,080 keys on top of the 611 that I've got. And I can just keep stacking them up, which is good. Right. We don't need zombies in Spaceland. We need Rave in the Redwoods. And I believe my Fate and Fortune cards are in the right order. I am very quickly going to check to make sure that they are. Rave in the Redwoods speedrun. 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. 1 year ago is the most recent one. So Explosive Touch should be like the second to last one that I've got, and then it should be that one for the boss, which is right. So it looks like Twist of Fate, Evade, Escape Route, Explosive Touch, and then whatever that one is. I think it's called Scratch Post. Right. I mean, I'm not going to use them in the first game because I want to just take a second to, like I said, relearn the map. What is as well? Do we play as Kevin? Play as Kevin Smith. Let me figure out what his code is, and then we'll play as him. I'm going to start taking screenshots on OBS here because I've got my screenshots set to right on my arrows. Right, left, left, down, down, right. There you go. We'll remember that so we can play as him each time, hopefully. Right. Let's go and let's go and learn the map real quick. I'm not going to start the timer on the first one. Like I said, I just want to relearn everything and go into it. In fact, I can probably turn the timer off for a sec, but yeah, screw it. We'll turn the timer off for a sec, and then we'll learn what I'm doing, what I need to pick up, and stuff like that. And then we'll go from there. So I would have picked that up. I would have got that. We would have picked that up. I keep forgetting this is like the only game where you've still got to hold F. So I would have got that. And then I think we picked that up to get the fortune cards up. And then we will need to pick that up. And then I've got to make my way through here.
Man, this whole place is a big bag of...
Go through here and I get that. Now, there is a way to do this, but I still haven't to this day learned what it is. But you can activate the card and buy that at the same time, which is really good. Twist of Fate would have already been going. I don't need any of that yet. So I think this is where I would pick up that. And then we go all the way back through. I'm going to do it all on round 1. I've got a rough idea when I need to do stuff, so that's fine. It's just making sure I know where stuff is. We go all the way back around here and do power. By this point, I should realistically be on about round 2. And then we go all the way through here.
This reminds me of this one time.
And then I tell a lie. I would have gone upstairs. So when we come out of there, once we got power on, I would have ran all the way back through. I would have gone all the way through here. We would have picked up the propeller, would have dropped back through here, and that's when we would have gone out here. And then we would have run all the way down to Bear Lake. And then by this point, I believe I want to be on or skipping to round 3. And then by that point, I can get on the boat, and then it's obviously talk to Kevin, come back, get the one from over this way, because I need to make sure I've got the kills, because then I'll come back up here and I'll grab the transponder from here. Then I'll go all the way through to get the picture from the Rave area, which will be over there. And then I would have gone all the way up here. Down here. And then I would have probably got my Fate and Fortune cards back at that point. Put this down, do arms. Make sure I pick up the, I guess, cleansed painting, that picture, sorry. And then we go back to the island. We put the transponder in where Kevin is. And then that's the point I don't remember. So I'm going to watch a run real quick. So pretty certain that on the second trip to the island, I'm pretty certain I put the transponder down. And then I don't teleport back. I take the zip line back after I spoke to Kevin. And then we do the shotgun challenge down at the Rave. And then once I pick up the picture, that's when I'll use the transponder to get back to the island from the Rave. And then I can either use the zip to get back, or I can use the teleport to get back with the card, as long as I've got it fill back up so I can use the card. Oh, somebody's at the door. 1 second, everybody. Right. Sorry about that, everybody. We've got a parcel for the neighbours, so they decided to now finally going to come and get it. Right, where were we? So, realistically, I want escape route before I have to use the transponder, which is after the shotgun step. Right. I think we're good. I think I know what I'm doing. Hopefully. I've already forgotten this code. Yep, I've already forgotten the code. There you go. Right. We should be okay to actually do a proper run at this. And if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. I don't mind. We'll manage. We'll manage, hopefully. I also don't know what my Fate and Fortune cards button is. I would assume it's Q. Oh, shit. I'll tell you what I haven't done. Put the timer back on.
Willard, you sick fuck. You've made one too many horror movies.
I believe it's when the third perk shows up. Oh my god. Will it pick up the bat?
This reminds me of this one time at band camp.
We're already getting the Bandcamp comments. Love it.
If it isn't the fat man all by his lonesome. Oh, we've got plenty of villains that are just dying to sink their teeth into you.
Right, there we go.
Not the kind of place I'd want to be spending my summer nights.
Also, note to self, it's Q. Oh, well, that's a round flip, I think. Huh. Whatever, if I was at the right one, that's probably why.
Or brains. Whatever it is ye.
You can tell I've not played this in forever. It's one less zombie I could have had there, but that's fine.
Oof. What the hell happened around here? That gets me one step closer to me. And that just sounds good.
Dude, we've had a absolute stinker here in terms of zombie kills. We should have had that challenge completely done by the time we got here. So it looks like as much as that Twist of Fate's killed the zombies as quick as I need it to, it's not killed them at enough distance, which sucks.
Your brains goodbye.
I know I can just get them back on the island, but I'd rather not.
Damn it, now I want cake. This is really fucking weird, Jeff.
Right. Let's see if we can
I'm you, man. I'm you from the future.
pick up some kind of extra time here.
You just need to know that we're gonna kick Willard's ass, okay? Oh, and be nice to Sally, AJ, Andre, and Poindexter. They're just here to help.
Preferably without killing any zombies in the process.
Sit back and enjoy the ride, Kev. About time for a candy run, don't you think? Chapter 1.
Right, there we go. Gonna need this. Need to make sure it's reloaded.
Not the kind of place I'd want to be spending my summer nights.
Gonna need them to spawn in for me. I'm probably not gonna get this done. Not first try anyway. Be nice if I did, but they are spawning incredibly slow. Nah, there you go. We're back to my one issue with this map. Whereas it seems everybody can kill that guy with no issue whatsoever. And then all of a sudden it's just like, he just does not want to die for me. Which is chill. We need the practice getting used to this map again, so it's all good. I also feel like, I don't know if like it feels like it is for me. It feels incredibly stuttery. I would assume it's because I'm on full screen borderless, but I have to be because if I go in full screen, it completely messes up OBS. And the chat, and I just can't see it.